welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Esperanza. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and I am a content creator. So I have a blog and an Instagram and TikTok where I create content. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, my Instagram is @theurbandarling and my blog is theurbandarling.com. Some of my favorite things are thrifting, plants, fashion, travel, but since I moved to my new Nashville apartment, I had to pretty much leave all of my plants and furniture back in Portland. So I'm currently in the process of basically decorating my new apartment from scratch. So I'm doing a ton of thrifting right now, buying lots of new plants. So I thought it was perfect to create some of that content that I absolutely love, and I know that you guys really enjoy as well. I also quickly wanted to mention that I have a shop where I sell a lot of thrifted decor that I find. I sell it on my Etsy shop, which is Shop Urban Darling, but I also have a few different reseller accounts like on Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, places like that. So I'll try to leave all of that information in the description box below in case you guys want to check my shop out and purchase any of my thrifted finds. In today's video, I wanted to show you guys my favorite thrifted baskets. I'm also going to be repotting some plants today into some new pots that I thrifted, and I have some new plants arriving later on today. This little guy here is technically not a basket, but it is perfect for putting a little plant on it. This one here is a succulent. I actually had this little pot that my sister gave me, and then I found a succulent that was like the perfect size to go in it. This actually could probably use like a little bit bigger of a plant to go on it, but that's what I had, so that's what I put on it. It's just like this little wicker chair, so cute. Always looking for pieces like that, but they're actually kind of hard to find. So when you come across it, it's definitely a lucky day. I also have a huge collection of plants in my bedroom that I use to make this really cool basket wall. I wanted to give you guys a closer look at these. So basically I started off with this basket here, this really colorful one back in Portland that I thrifted. And then I kind of used that like as the inspiration for the rest of my basket wall. So I found some baskets that had like those color tones in them as well. So these little like pink baskets here, and then that basket up there actually has teal in it, just like the teal in the original basket. And then I found some other ones that were just like natural tones. I found a bunch of different sizes and kind of made like this really cool, almost like art piece with them. So I'm absolutely obsessed with these. It took several different trips to several different thrift stores to find all of them, but I think in total it only cost me like 25 bucks. So it's super cheap, very cute bohemian way to decorate. I have a few baskets here as well that were also thrifted. These ones down here, I think, are originally from IKEA, but I thrifted them at a Goodwill, and then this basket up here is super cute as well. I think that you would use this like in your bathroom to house like soaps and stuff like that, but I just have it here on display. I also love this thrifted wicker serving tray. I basically just use it in our living room to put like our remotes on and stuff. This is my self-care tool. This is actually meant to help basically like reduce the appearance of cellulite. So I have it here because I like to use that when we're watching shows. And then it's also perfect for putting like popcorn bowls on and stuff. So definitely a good find and very useful. I also have this really cool basket here, which I thought would be perfect to put a little plant in, so like basically to use it as a planter. And I finally found the right pot to go inside of it. It's this really weird size, so it took me a while, but finally found one. So one of the plants that I plant today is going to go in that basket. Here's another one of my thrifted baskets that I use to house plants. What's perfect about these baskets is that they actually have like a plastic lining inside, so they're perfect for putting plants in. I recently discovered that these actually usually come with like faux plants or faux flowers, but when I find them at the thrift store alone like this with like the faux plants taken out of it, I always scoop them up because they are so perfect for this use. And I found this basket the other day. You guys might have seen it in my last thrift haul. It's only like $1, and I thought that it might work to house plants in it as well. So hopefully the pot that I found will fit inside of this basket. So I have a bunch of plants that I want to get repotted into some new pots that I found. So I thought that I would show you guys my little process on how I repot my plants. Okay, so it's kind of loud because unfortunately today they're doing a lot of construction at my apartment complex. Not sure if you guys can hear that in the background, but I wanted to quickly show you guys the plants I'm going to be repotting. I've got 3 different ones here. And then I have 3 new pots that I want to replant them in. So there's this pot. There's this pot here that has like this really cool texture and print to it. And then I have these 2 matching clay ones that I thrifted the other day. Does this bother anyone else? Like how at thrift stores they always put tags on things and then the tags are like impossible to get off. I think I need to get some wet water on this to peel this off a little bit easier. So I've got to get around to that. I wish they had like better stickers, or maybe if they would just stick it on the bottom instead of sticking it on the side of like every item. I feel like I always have this problem. Okay, so basically I'm going to repot them in their new pots and then give them some water, which is super important to do afterwards. Okay, so I got those repotted. I just used some soil that I had sitting around from actually planting these hibiscus flowers here. So use that to repot these plants. I had actually really wanted to put my mini snake plant into this pot here, but when I was repotting this, I realized that the roots were actually too tall to go in one of these because they're a little bit more narrow in depth. So it needed a pot that was a little bit taller, so I had to use this one instead, even though I kind of wanted the snake plant to go in there so it had a little bit more room for its roots to grow. But that's okay, I might eventually repot the snake plant. But look at this, guys. It actually fits perfectly into this. I was a little bit worried that this pot wouldn't fit in this basket that I thrifted. These ones fit in there perfectly, but this is a different like shape and size, so I was a little bit worried that it wouldn't work, but it does, and it looks so cute. And then I've got this basket here, and the other one will fit in there perfectly. So this is actually a green Hoya, and I've been having a lot of trouble with it recently. Basically, it was shipped to me in the winter time, so it kind of had some damage due to like the cold weather when it was being shipped to me. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly what its needs are. I have had to trim a lot of dead leaves off of it, but it seems to be doing better now. So I'm going to take all of these inside and give them some water now. These up a little bit. I tried to make sure that the water was distributed all the way around the plant because that's really important. You don't want to give just like one area of the plant water. Let's see, this pot was actually a little bit dirty when I first picked it up from Goodwill, and I forgot to clean it, so I'm gonna wipe that off a little bit. Looks like it had some bird poo on it or something. use it. So because these pots that I just planted these plants in don't have like a drainage hole, what I try to do is make sure that I don't give them like an excess of water, but if I do, I pour it out just to make sure that it's not sitting in a bunch of water, because that's not good for like the roots of the plant. Okay, so I have all of my plants in their new homes. I did want to quickly say that a lot of the plants that are in my kitchen, they don't necessarily get like the best amount of natural light. I actually don't have a ton of natural light in my apartment. My bedroom is definitely the spot that gets the most light, but of course I wanted to have plants throughout my apartment. So what I usually do is I'll bring the plants that don't get as much light out into the living room area so they can get a little bit of light each day. A few days ago, I ordered some cacti from Bloomscape and they just arrived, so I thought that I would unbox them for you guys. I'm super excited about these because I've been obsessed with cacti lately. I love that like southwestern feel that they give a home, so I'm very excited about these. Okay, so here they are. We have a fairy tale cactus, which I actually had a huge one of these back in Portland, but I had to sell it when we moved to Nashville. And then I also have a golden barrel cactus here. This one has huge pokies on it. And then this other one I'm not familiar with. What I love about Bloomscape is that they have these really cool graphics with information on how to care for each plant. So here's like the fairy castle cactus, golden barrel cactus, and then so that one that I wasn't sure what it was, that's a bullwinkle cactus. It did get a little bent on its way here. I noticed that it was like bent in the box just because it's kind of hard to ship plants, obviously, so hopefully it'll be fine. But yeah, they look amazing. I'm obsessed with them. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This is another little vlog style video. I usually do like sit down videos, but lately I've been trying the vlog style. So let me know in the comments below if you guys prefer vlog style or if you prefer like more of a sit down type video. I'd love to know. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel for more thrifting and plant related videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.